Hey Jay, I know that video is popular for delivering information, but isn't it also useful for modeling skills and processes in order to help viewers develop mastery?
Absolutely, Janelle. Video is a wonderful medium for showing people how to do things. And when we add the right elements, it can also be effective in helping viewers demonstrate mastery of what we're showing them. I'm sure you've learned a skill or figured out how to do something by watching a video before. How many times did you need to watch the video before learning what you needed? What was it that made the video effective or ineffective?
Those are great questions. So why don't we show some ways that people can create effective instructional videos for modeling mastery?
Great idea. At Next Thought, we use a custom visual tool called the Learning Environment Modeling Language, or LEML, on all of our projects. LEML allows us to create learning environments that are built on the scientific foundations of cognitive learning theory. This approach takes the potentially overwhelming process of designing interesting, instructionally sound videos and makes it as simple as stacking building blocks. For example, the questions we ask in the opening segment can be best represented by LEML's dialogue building block. We'll also cover the feedback, information, and practice building blocks before the end of the video.
Now, imagine a friend has just asked you how to make a meal that she's eaten in your home before. You would likely walk her through the process step by step of preparing, mixing, and producing the meal. You might write some of the information down so she can review it while making the dish on her own. You might also need to demonstrate how to prepare a specific ingredient or how to undertake a certain preparation technique. Good instructional videos do the same thing. They break down the skill or process being demonstrated into a logical, easy to understand sequence. Wherever possible, they show the viewer using step-by-step instructions how to replicate the skill or process. They reinforce the demonstration with other elements as well.
The science behind effective instructional videos involves segmenting your videos and their instructional steps into manageable links. We also want to provide clear visual cues that emphasize both the separation of the steps as well as the important information conveyed in each step. Finally, we want to make proper use of both audio and visual cognitive processing channels.
Here are some great examples from instructional videos created at Next Thought Studios. In this first example, notice how easy it is to demonstrate a step-by-step process with this video. In this next example, the instructor uses a light board to illustrate the detail of a process while providing another audio explanation for reinforcement. Finally, another effective technique for demonstrating skills or processes is to use an illustration with voiceover. In this example, an instructor explains a computer programming concept.
You know, I'm rather fond of Ernest Hemingway's admonition to show the readers everything and tell them nothing.
I agree, especially when it comes to training videos. We want to model as much information as possible and then engage viewers in some form of recall practice to measure how successful we are with our modeling. For instructional videos, recall practice can be as simple as asking a question at the end of a video and allowing viewers to think about their answer. For example, you might ask a viewer to recall the major steps involved in the skill or process you are presenting. Whatever your specific approach to recall practice is, just make sure you use effective signaling by placing text for both the question and the answer on the screen.
Okay, let's take this recall practice out for a spin. Can you list 2 effective ways to model a skill or process with video? That's right. You can model a process with step-by-step video examples, show the detail of a specific process using a light board or animating the process, and reinforce the steps information with voiceover.